Good evening, my YouTube family. I hope that everyone is doing well. I am trying to catch up on everyone's videos. I went out of town this last weekend with my boys to Dallas to visit my sister's kids. So with as many subscribers as I have, it's very easy to get behind on watching videos, but I still am watching everyone's videos. Those of you that are still trying and those of you that have succeeded, I'm still watching everybody. I even picked up a few more that I watch, and as well there are, I think last I checked I was up to 38 subscribers for my channel, so that's very exciting. It's not, to me, a numbers thing. Honestly, it doesn't matter if I only had one subscriber, as long as I'm able to give out information to help that person. And thank you, all of you that have subscribed. I really appreciate it. Okay, well, tomorrow is our big day, and we're both very excited. The stress level this time is a lot lower than before. We're both pretty confident that it's going to work this time. I just feel it will. It's just a different level of stress. It was pretty stressful in December when we did our, our fresh transfer, and I made a vow to myself, I guess, to not get stressed out about stuff this time, to take in as less amount of stress as possible going into this, and just doing the bed rest. I didn't really technically do that very much. I mean, she didn't say I had to. She said just take it easy, and I kind of took it easy. I mean, I didn't run and exercise or anything or lift anything heavy, but I think a day or two after my first transfer, I did go with my dad to Midland. He needed to pick something up, so I drove and we walked around. So, you don't know that that's why it didn't take, or you can never really know. There was a lot of stress also on top of that, but it just seemed like for those of you ladies that had success, it seemed like you really took on the bed rest part, and I have vowed to stay in bed when I get back on Thursday all weekend until Monday. I don't want to take any chances this time, and just relax and not worry about anything. I did go to my appointment yesterday, and I was going to make a video last night, but I was just tired and I looked awful. Not that I don't still, but I looked like worse, way worse last night. So I was just going to save it for today. And the worst part so far, besides, having a negative result, that's always the worst. But just in this second cycle with the frozen transfer, has been the progesterone and oil shots for me. I know with my fresh cycle, I only had to take 2 injections, and then the day after your transfer, then she has us go to, it's a gel, some kind of gel for your vaginal gel that you do. So I only experienced the 2 injections twice, so it was not so bad. This time, I had to take, will by tomorrow take 7 days worth of injections, and it's just been so painful. And I don't know how some of you do it that are required to take that up until your pregnancy test or up until your first trimester. Honestly, I'm so glad she has a switch to this vaginal gel afterwards, because I don't know if I could handle it. I could barely handle the 6 days so far. of the injections, and just because of my experience with that medication, I wanted to just remind everyone where that injection should be given. Of course, go by what was instructed to you at your appointment. But, you know, for myself, my little sister is a nurse also, and I had her come by before work in the morning, and then of course I was with her the weekend, so she gave me my injections all weekend. But just looking at where the, the little, I don't know, the healing part of your pin where you went in, and just seeing that position, I think she went in a little too far in, and I've had a lot of pain, and I really thought that the pain was just from the shot. But when I went yesterday to my appointment, I took my medication, and I had their nurse give me that one, and I mean, of course, she saw where because there's like big bruises where my sister went, and then she's like, oh my gosh, she's like, those were too close, too in, and I'm like, yeah, I know. But anyway, she gave me my injection where you're supposed to, and it didn't even hurt. It didn't even hurt. And then today, my husband gave me my injection, and I showed him, again, kind of where she went, so he went around the same area, but on the opposite side, and it burned a little, but I think that's because when he was pushing the air out a little, it got on the syringe, the medicine, so I'm assuming that's why it burned, but otherwise it hasn't hurt at all. There's like knots on the spots that my sister gave me. Now, to keep from making this video too long, I'm just gonna hurry. This here is a diagram of where you should be receiving those shots. And this is the way we were taught in nursing school, and my sister and I, although we went 15 years apart, she went to the same program as I did. And not that I'm bad-mouthing her, because, she's a great nurse. I don't know if she was just rushing, but anyway, they always told us to get one side of your bottom and do the kind of an imaginary crosshairs on it. And you always wanted to go in this upper outer area right by your hip bone, or right there, right behind it. This area, and on the same here, because of your sciatic nerve, you don't want to hit that. Well, my sister gave me an injection, probably first one right around here, and so she got pretty close, and I could tell because I could feel the pain. I had some pain in that sciatic for that day, probably because maybe if she obviously didn't get on it, because that would have been a shout out in pain type of deal, but I'm sure she got close, and maybe some of the medicine as it dispersed was irritating that nerve. Anyway, so you could think that, okay, well, because they're medical professionals, they're going to know what to do and do it right. Well, you can't always assume that, as I did. So I'm just, as a protection, this area is where you need to go, and it will definitely make a difference in your pain level. And then, of course, if it is hurting you, you can always put heat to the area. But I guess that's it. I've got one more progesterone and oil injection, and that's tomorrow. Our transfer appointment's at 1:30, but we've got to be there at 1. So, like I said, we're both excited, and we can't wait. We can't wait. And I think that's it. I'm just taking my medicine. I started my Medrol tablets today, and the other ones I've been on: aspirin, prenatal vitamin, the estrogen pill on the patch, and then the Midroll today. So that's all I have for now. Once again, thank you for taking the time to watch these videos. I try not to make them this long. This is a long video for me, so I'm sorry for talking so much. But have a great day, and I definitely will update you. If not tomorrow after the procedure, then for sure on Friday on how everything went. Otherwise, have a blessed day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.